Hi, my name is Gustavo Gayer. I am from Brazil. I love my country, and the reason why I decided to shoot this video in English is to warn the world, to let you guys know what's happening here. Because the mainstream media is doing nothing but spreading fake news and lies about what's going on. So what happens is, for the last four decades, we've only had leftist, if not to say communist presidents. The only reason Brazil is not a completely communist country is because we are majority conservative. The people of Brazil, we are conservative. We are Christians. We love our way of life, our Judeo-Christian moral and values. But for in the last months, being Christian in Brazil or being a conservative has become a crime. And I'll tell you what's happening. Let me ask you a question. What countries in the world would put in prison a journalist for telling the truth or for reporting the news? Maybe you would think about North Korea or China and Cuba, right? Well, you can add Brazil to the list because this is what's happening here. The statement that I would like to make first is Brazil is living under a dictatorship. Yes, dictatorship. But it's not Bolsonaro or the president like the mainstream media is trying to convince the world. It's actually the Supreme Court dictatorship. We are living under a judiciary dictatorship. Let me show you who are the ministers of our Supreme Court and you'll understand what I am saying. These are the 11 ministers of our Supreme Court. All of them were chosen by previous presidents who were all leftist. Some of them were even communists who used to participate in guerrilla fighting in our country, who blew bombs in headquarters, who kidnapped people, ambassadors from other countries, and are now and were presidents, and now they chose our 11 ministers of the Supreme Court. Just so you know, this guy over here was chosen by Sarney, a leftist president. This guy over here was chosen by a president who suffered impeachment for stealing money from the population. This guy over here was chosen by FHC, Fernando Henrique Cardoso. Fernando Henrique Cardoso, who helped create the Foro de São Paulo, which is a criminal organization in South America with the goal of putting the whole South America as a one communist nation. Dilma, as you already know, I don't know if you know this, the worst president in the history of the world was Dilma. Also used to be a terrorist fighter during the military regime who received money from Cuba to put communism in Brazil. This guy over here, he actually campaigned for Dilma. That's why he got the seat at the Ministry of Defense. This one over here was chosen by Lula. I don't know if you know Lula, but he's considered the worst political criminal in the history of the world. Lula alone was able to steal about 6 trillion reais, which is almost the internal gross product of our country. This guy over here, he has never been a judge. Most of these people, they have never been judges, okay? They were just lawyers of criminal organizations. And I'm not exaggerating here. They were lawyers for criminal organizations and criminal parties. This one over here is actually the president of the Supreme Court, and the only thing he has in his resume is that he was a lawyer for the Labour's Party, which is the PT here in Brazil, that the one responsible for the biggest corruption scheme in the history of humanity. And this one over here, he wasn't even supposed to be a minister. But what happened? One of the ministers mysteriously died in a plane accident, in a plane crash, and somehow this dude was chosen to be there by Temer, another well-known corrupt. So the truth is, the 11 ministers we have in our Supreme Court are all either communist, leftist, or actually criminal. This is our Supreme Court. So what happened? They had a certain deal, right? The establishment, in which they accepted different parties of the left to rule the country as long as the embezzlement system continued to work properly. But then something happened. The conservative rose up and put Bolsonaro as the president. They didn't like that because Bolsonaro doesn't steal, it doesn't let anybody steal. So the whole establishment now is suffering from abstinence, and they're trying to do whatever they can to destroy the government, to make it look to the world as if we had a terrible president, which, by the way, we don't. Bolsonaro is the only one who is actually fighting for our freedom, our rights, and to maintain democracy in Brazil. But going back to what's going on, so this guy over here, who is only a minister of the Supreme Court because another one died mysteriously, sent to prison Oswaldo Eustáquio. Now, Oswaldo Eustáquio is a journalist, a registered journalist. And in Brazil now, if you say the truth on the news, you have the risk of being arrested. This guy, Oswaldo Eustáquio, he was sent to prison because he created an article and he shot a video reporting that the wife of a minister had a lawyer's office, a lawyer's office that defended criminals from one of the leftist parties in Brazil. And because he did that, he reported that this guy over here, Alexandre de Moraes, sent to prison Oswaldo Eustáquio. So Brazil right now is a country that sends journalists to prison. And then it gets worse. It gets worse. Do you know why? Because according to our constitution, the Supreme Court cannot start an investigation. It exists solely and only to make sure that the constitution is followed. Who starts the investigations are the public ministry or maybe the federal police. But this group of people right here decided to start an investigation against certain YouTubers or people who support Bolsonaro. With no crime, they don't state what crime has been committed. They just decided to start an illegal and unconstitutional investigation, who started by this guy here, Dias Toffoli, who is the president. And then comes the second crime that they committed. When investigation has started, they have to go into like this draw, a random draw that decides who is going to be the one who's going to write about it, the one who's going to investigate. Well, not in this case. This guy over here handed directly to this guy, Alexandre de Moraes, the investigation, which is illegal. It's another crime that they committed. But as if there wasn't enough, this guy over here decided what members of the federal police would investigate the YouTubers and federal congressmen who support Bolsonaro. This whole thing, it's like Nazi Germany and the Gestapo. They are persecuting, they are raiding houses of people solely and only because they defend Bolsonaro. And the mainstream media accepts that as normal and is telling to the world that it's like they're fighting some sort of terrorism and people who want the end of our democracy, which is a lie. This guy was arrested because of this article here. I don't know if you can see, but this guy right here in the picture is the Minister of Defense, the Minister of the Supreme Court, who is only a minister today because another one mysteriously died. This guy over here is the governor of São Paulo. He is the one that is trying to destroy Bolsonaro above any other governor. And they are best friends. They used to be at the same party. Now, a minister of the Supreme Court, who was a member of a socialist party, now is trying to destroy a conservative president. And this is a proof that the guy, Oswaldo Eustáquio, who is arrested, is a journalist, a registered journalist. Why am I telling you this? Brazil is now a target for China. China wants to buy Brazil, to dominate and transform Brazil in like a Chinese colony. Why? And I'll tell you why Brazil is so important in the world. We are the biggest producers of food. And we have a lot of valuable minerals here in our country. Our land and our underground is extremely rich with gold and many other metal. And China needs our food, needs our metal. And they are buying our governors. They are buying our Supreme Court, who are already leftist and communist, to destroy this conservative wave that's happening in Brazil. That's what I'm telling you. We are living now a dictatorship, but it's a Supreme Court dictatorship. They are trying to destroy the president in some sort of a coup with the president of the Congress, who is also a leftist, and the president of the Senate. For 40 years, conservatives here in Brazil have been trying to return to the political sphere, and we finally were able to elect a conservative president, and the left hasn't accepted that, and they will never do it. So they are trying to destroy our first gasp of freedom, sending us to prison, silencing us, telling us that we can't use internet. Now, what other country things like this happen? In communist countries. So the reason why I'm shooting this video, and I'm asking you, please share this with as many people as you can, because if we lose Brazil, if the world loses Brazil to China or communist organizations, the world will suffer a lot, because we are the biggest producer of food. And if United States allow this to happen, you will be losing your strongest ally against the fight against socialists and communists and globalists. It's really sad what's happening, but I felt like I needed to come here and shoot this video. I hope the world watches this. If you want to investigate, go on, do your searches on Google, but you will discover China is buying Brazil little by little, and once they have bought Brazil, China will become unbeatable. This is Gustavo Gayer. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.